Welcome everyone to Recast the Past, where we recast movies for better or worse. I'm so bad at intros these days. I'm your host Matt, also known as Matt Combs, and joined with me today is two people you know very well. We have Liam and Giuseppe from Miscellameous with us today.
It's me.
It's your boys.
The two people that are like on the podcast the most frequently, and that's because I'm too lazy to get new guests. But
Liam, Giuseppe, you're on.
Miscellameous.
That's your new intro, so you're welcome.
Yeah.
Well,
we won't charge you for that one.
Yep. Well, you guys have been on the show plenty of times before, but one thing that you have not done is you have not been on Recast the Draft before. So, very exciting.
Completely new format for us.
Yeah, so for anybody that hasn't checked it out on YouTube yet, or Twitch, or wherever it is that we're putting up the video, basically what is happening, and obviously you can still listen along on your podcasting app as per usual, but if you want to have some visual aid, you want some visual aid, then basically what happens is these two guys are tasked with picking a movie each. Neither of them know which movie they have picked, like each other's movies they have picked, and they had to select 5 characters each. And then I'm about to reveal to them what casting pool they have to choose from. They have a selection of 12 different actors, and they battle it out and try to make the best movie. At the end of the podcast, I will get you guys to argue who has the better casting and whose movie you would rather watch, and then I put it towards the audience and the people at home to decide whose movie is more watchable.
Yeah, I think you better send it to the people anyway, because just generally speaking, I could probably argue and win that you could swallow a plastic bag and that's good for you. So I mean, the end of the I don't want to give away any spoilers for the end, but that's definitely going to be a one-sided argument.
Yeah, I tend not to argue with you anyway, because like I know how it's going to end, so I just like, you know what, I'm not even going to try right now.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
But, like, in your heart of hearts, you'll know if it's a victory, though. Like, absolutely. Like, you'll know if your casting's better than mine, like, at the end of the day.
But maybe you both will disagree with each other. Maybe you'll...
Maybe they'll both be shit. Who knows?
Yeah. I mean, with your casting pool, you might have...
Which is very possible.
Yeah, with the casting pool, that is highly likely. So before I reveal Giuseppe's movie, Liam, do you want to have a guess as to what movie Giuseppe has picked?
Terminator.
No?
Ooh, that's a good one.
It's a good one.
Done that.
That's not the answer. That's the second time
cool.
someone's guessed that. So, but it's the second time that guess has been wrong. So let's reveal. Giuseppe has picked your favorite film.
My number one movie, Giuseppe.
That's why I picked it.
The Matrix.
Oh, man, so good.
So
I'm actually stoked.
So for those that are listening at home, basically Giuseppe has given me the 5 characters, which is Neo, Morpheus, Trinity, Agent Smith, and the Oracle. How you feeling, Liam? You feeling all right?
Yeah, no, this is rad. I mean,
Yep.
like, you know, it's great that it's a movie that I'm very familiar with.
I was hoping you'd be like a little bit upset that we're just going to completely bastardize this film with
Oh
terrible...
no, man! Look, they're redoing the Matrix, and they already bastardized the Matrix by making sequels.
Yeah,
so like, I'm well and truly over that.
Yeah, that's fair. To be honest, Liam, I was half expecting you to tell me that this was what you were going to do as well. So I was also like contemplating making you both do the same movie and like battle it out.
That actually would have been cool too.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah,
Also works.
It's something I will explore at a future date. Now,
I do love that our themes are very polar opposite, though.
Yes, they're very different. They're both movies that the general public has seen, though, so that's a good thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So, Giuseppe, do you want to have a guess before I reveal what movie Liam has selected?
Is it Pirates of the Caribbean?
Fuck me.
Fuck off. Are you serious?
Oh my god. Are you fucking serious?
You're gonna be shitting me.
I promise you, I swear on my life, I did
Okay.
not know his
Alright.
choice before this.
Amazing. Oh, that's great.
Uh,
Oh,
I
all
can
right.
read you like a book.
well, it's a blockbuster.
Yep, exactly.
There's
All
no
right.
denying.
So, for those of you playing at home, Liam has selected Pirates of the Caribbean: Dead Man's Chest,
It's like-
and that's solely
Oh,
because of
man.
one character. It would have probably been the original movie, but there was one character that he wanted to add in there that made it the sequel. So the 5 characters that Liam is going to be casting is Jack Sparrow, Will Turner, Elizabeth Swann, Barbossa, and Davy Jones. So, are you guys ready to see the shit show that you have to select from?
yeah, bring it on.
Yeah, bring it out. Yeah, let's see him
All
roll
right,
out the red carpet.
here we
Holy
go.
shit.
McGregor, I'm liking that. I'm liking that.
So we have Billy
goodness me.
Crystal, Ewan McGregor, Uma Thurman, Claire Danes, Taika Waititi, Liv Tyler, William H. Macy, Bradley Cooper, Benicio del Toro, Rosario Dawson, Nicolas Cage, and Tom Hiddleston.
Amazing.
Now,
There's some
Personally, I
solid-
think there's a lot of great options in
Yeah, there's some solid choices in there. Some of which I really like.
Yeah.
I don't know who Benicio del Toro is. Who is that?
he's in. Have you wouldn't have seen Sicario? I don't think. Would you?
No.
No. Well,
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah. He's also
Okay.
he was also in some of the Marvel movies. He was the Collector. He was in the
well, obviously very CG.
he was in
Oh,
the
no,
Last
no, yeah,
Jedi.
no, no,
He
no.
was like the master hacker guy in the jail.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I am so well and truly on board now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every single photo of him online, it was like he looked completely different. So if you weren't familiar with like his many
His
looks, you probably would be like, "Who is that guy? I don't recognize him."
I've done a quick snippy and drawn some horns on him. Do you want me to send that to you?
Sure, I'll put it on the socials later.
we go.
So yeah, guys, when you select these characters or these actors, same sort of rules apply from previous formats. Like, you know, if you want to have a younger version of Billy Crystal or an older version, whatever.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Uma Thurman to me is only existent within the Kill Bill movies. So if I'm casting her, that's where I'm casting her from.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So usually I remember to flip a coin. And I haven't done that yet. So Liam, your heads, Giuseppe, your tails, and Giuseppe, you're going first.
Oh shit, son.
So
Go.
The pressure.
feel free
Take
to.
Benicio del Toro.
You can
He's
talk
on
it out if
property.
you want. You can select any of your characters that you want to cast for. You don't have to go from the start, like the top of your list.
Okay. Yep.
And yeah, just pick one and pick it for the character. Tell me what the character is for.
Okay. For my first pick, I'm probably going to go for Neo. So, let's go with Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper.
Yep.
Nice. I was thinking when I was getting the graphics ready for this, I was thinking of who might be selected for Neo, and I was thinking, you know, maybe Limitless Bradley Cooper towards the end seems a bit fitting.
You could do it. I was thinking of going the true Liam approach and casting it as like the opposite gender.
That is my usual.
It's
And
usually- yeah.
Uma Thurman would have been great.
She would be great. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
now I kind of regret my decision, but I'll live with that.
Yeah,
That's my first.
There you
That's
go.
my
Yeah,
first
yeah.
pick.
that's all right. That's all right. Liam, would you have selected anyone else for Neo there, given it's your favorite movie?
Yeah, absolutely, I would have. Bradley Cooper, no dice. I probably would have gone for Ewan McGregor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like he's got, I don't know. He's just better suited to, I don't know. Maybe his facial structure works, and like him in like, I guess that sort of Star Wars Episode 1 kind of age group.
Yeah.
You know, dress him down, give him some bags under his eyes, and that's how I picture Neo. I picture Neo as like the hacker who's like, in his apartment, and I just think Ewan McGregor could do that type of thing. Put some
Yeah.
sticker book tattoos on him or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yep.
I feel like it was a
Yeah.
missed opportunity to put Nicolas Cage in though.
Well, I'm glad you didn't.
Is that your next choice?
All right,
'Cause I
Liam.
wanted him.
It is your time to shine.
All right. Well, as soon as I looked at this lineup, I was like, bang, Nicolas Cage, Jack Sparrow.
How did I know that was coming?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you know it's true.
Yeah. That definitely
That's the
works.
goods.
Yeah. Are you disappointed that Nicolas Cage is off the board, Giuseppe?
Look, a little bit. Not
You
gonna
were
lie.
going to pick him for
Mm.
Morpheus, weren't you?
No, I was actually going to pick him for Agent Smith.
Yeah.
That's a good pick, actually.
Yeah.
That's really
It is a
good.
good pick at Agent
Yeah.
Smith, I reckon. Yeah.
I like that. I like that a lot. All right, Giuseppe, it's your turn again.
All right. Let's
Who are you
see
casting
here.
for?
I'm trying to decide still. Let's see. Probably go for Trinity next.
Yep.
Mm.
I'm tossing up between two here.
Yep.
It's either between Uma
Tom
Thurman-
Hiddleston. Oh no.
Tom-
Okay. Yeah.
Billy Crystal. No.
Wait, well, look, love is love, so there's no reason why it has to be a girl. It's William H. Macy.
That would be an interesting fucking Matrix.
Yeah.
It's either between Rosario Dawson or Uma Thurman
Yep.
for me. I'm probably gonna go Uma Thurman.
Yep. She has
That's-
that
look,
sort of
It's
look.
the choice. Yeah.
I
It's
really
the
like
choice.
Rosario Dawson, but I think Uma Thurman fits that role better.
She does.
Uma Thurman, yeah.
She definitely.
Rosario Dawson kind of looks like she'd be cast as Morpheus's partner.
Ooh.
You know how he has the Nebuchadnezzar, and she
Yeah.
has another ship. I can't remember her name, and I can't remember her ship's name.
Niobe.
But, yes,
Niobe?
it is.
Niobe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
And,
From that great game, Enter the Matrix.
Hey, I
Always
really liked that game.
It was pretty buggy.
All right.
All right,
Um,
Liam. It's now
I'm
your
gonna-
turn again.
Yep. All right, so I'm gonna cast Will Turner,
Yep.
and for basically the same reason that I said he would be good for Neo, I'm gonna take Ewan McGregor from that when he was in Star Wars Episode 1.
Ah, yeah.
That age.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That
younger,
works.
obviously a much younger, less age-lined Ewan McGregor. Not that he's not a very attractive man. I just think Will Turner has that embodiment of he's a bit innocent to a degree,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
that comes with being young. So that's what I'm going for there.
I've got to be honest. I thought you were going to pick Tom Hiddleston for him.
Tom Hiddleston's too tall, man. It's too big.
He's pretty
He's a big
scrawny.
guy.
He's
Yeah,
scrawny
he's tall as
though.
fuck.
Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't know.
he's scrawny.
All right. That's all good. Let's move on. Giuseppe, it's now your turn again. Are you upset that anybody's been taken off the board that you may have wanted?
No,
No?
not really.
All right.
It's a tough pool here.
Yep.
For the rest of my characters.
Yes. Well, you've got 3 remaining, which is Morpheus, Agent Smith, and the Oracle.
Okay.
What are you feeling?
Look. Fuck. I'll probably go Morpheus next
Yep.
to get the main ones out of the way.
Yep.
Let's go with.
Billy Crystal, love it.
Let's go with William H. Macy.
We got some Frank Gallagher as Morpheus.
Yeah, just complete fucking just the crackhead version. Of
You could
Morpheus.
totally see him asking him to take the pills.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't anticipate that you would take William H. Macy. I was saving him for one of my picks, which is disappointing to say the least.
It was Elizabeth Swan, wasn't it?
That's the point of this draft, man.
Oh man!
All right, Liam, you've got Barbosa, Davy Jones, and Elizabeth Swan remaining. Who you feeling?
Barbosa, Davy Jones, and Elizabeth.
And we're a 50-50 split at the moment. We've got 3 men left, 3 women left. Billy Crystal, Benicio del Toro, and Taika Waititi. And for the women, we have Claire Danes, Liv Tyler, and Rosario Dawson. Oh, and I just completely overlooked Tom Hiddleston sitting in the corner.
He's still there. He's still on
He's
the
still
board.
there. He's still on the
You
board.
probably couldn't see him. I just quickly Googled how tall he was, and he's only 5'9", so I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. So I'm going to go with Liv Tyler for Elizabeth Swann, and I'm thinking Liv Tyler from Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring.
Yep.
Oh, big mouth.
Big lips.
That's a good choice.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's good, right? I like that.
Yeah. that's a good choice.
Nice.
That character. She's at least at the start. She's a bit whiny, so
Yeah.
you can see her do the whininess. At least from like Armageddon times, you could. But no.
And I don't want to miss that. Even when I dream of you. Oh, jeez.
All right. Let's move on. Giuseppe, your turn again.
All right. Okay. So
Only two
now,
remain.
What have I got left? What
You
got
have
left?
Agent Smith
Yep.
and the Oracle.
All right. Agent Smith. Bam. Benicio del Toro. Benicio del Toro, if I could fucking pronounce his name. Agent Smith.
I'm amazed I
Lock it
haven't
in.
butchered his name yet.
Yeah.
Usually I refer to him as Del Toro and I just save my ass from having to say his first name.
But what
So-
about Guillermo del Toro? What if someone thinks you're talking
Guillermo.
about Hellboy 2?
Yeah, but that's the one I can say.
Yeah.
I can say
Guillermo.
Guillermo.
What about Pan's Labyrinth?
Oh, what a film.
Great film.
It's a great film. I've only
I
watched
learned how
like,
much
the
damage
once,
you can
but-
do with a bottle watching that film.
Oh
A
yeah,
lot of damage.
that's a brutal scene.
Very graphic amount of damage.
Fun fact, I went and watched that film and I did not know it was in subtitles and I was so upset and then I was like, oh, good thing it's a good film and I can overlook this.
Man, I watch everything with subtitles anyway.
Oh, now
That's
I do.
true, yeah.
Now I do.
The
It's a
times have
game
changed.
changer.
I get
changer.
annoyed if they're not on.
All right, Liam, it's your turn again. Barbosa and Davy Jones are your two
Now, I
remaining.
probably shouldn't have left these two till last because they're actually my two favorite characters in the entire series. So now I'm going to bastardize their choices by leaving them to these two. But I think the fucking Thor guy, what's his name? How do you pronounce it?
Tom Hiddleston. No, Taika Waititi.
Yes, Thor. He would have he. What am I trying to say here? He directed Thor 2, right? Ragnarok?
3. Yeah,
Yes.
Ragnarok. Yeah.
3 Ragnarok. Okay,
Yep.
yeah, great movie. All right. I think he would do a great Davy Jones.
Yep.
Like, just full cover the makeup, give him the whole face thing, and he's got like all the prosthetics and stuff like that. I think he would be able to do that.
Yep.
It's
I definitely agree with that.
It's a good pick.
It's a very good pick. Like he was also Korg in that
Yes. Yeah.
Thor movie.
So he's done it before, or at least he's done the voice and that kind of thing before. He did that that movie where they're all vampires. It's really bizarre. What was it called?
Yeah,
Bizarre.
what we do in the shadows.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
man.
awesome. It's so good.
It was such a bizarre watch, but I couldn't stop.
It's a great film. I love the line where it's like when he's like comparing why he only wants to eat virgins. And he's like, let me put it this way. If someone had made you a sandwich, I would prefer if no one had fucked it.
Yeah, very true.
Yep. Very, very true. All right. Giuseppe,
Yes.
you have one last casting remaining. That's the Oracle. And I am almost certain I know who you're going to pick.
Yes.
Billy Crystal.
I am gonna pick Rosario Dawson. But I was actually gonna pick Taika Waititi, but
Yeah,
That would have
Yeah,
been
I can
great.
see-
I can
taken.
see why.
yeah,
I
it would be. I reckon he'd do a great Oracle.
I
Just
also
be really fucking weird and quirky.
I would
Yeah,
have
yeah,
loved
yeah.
to see him as Morpheus as well.
Mm.
True. Yeah.
Morpheus is a very aloof character when you really think about it.
Yeah.
Like
And-
it's kind of bizarre that he's a leader, but I guess because he has like that whole like his borderline religious belief in Neo, that makes him like, or sort of brings him up to a leadership quality. But like otherwise, he's a very aloof character, very
Yeah.
odd.
He is very odd.
I kind of regret my decision for Morpheus. Like if I was to do it again, I'd pick someone else.
Yep.
Well, I wanted William H. Macy for Barbosa.
Hey,
Hey,
well,
let's get
it
to
would've
the
fit.
end. Maybe we could arrange a trade if you wanted to trade, but we'll leave that till everyone's locked in
Okay,
and no pressure. You don't have to trade. All right.
Leave it till trade week.
yeah.
All right.
Let's move.
Trade week hasn't
Liam,
started yet.
you have Barbosa left, and there
done
are
for tampering.
3 options that you can choose from. You have Billy Crystal, Claire Danes, or Tom Hiddleston.
This is tough, and by tough I mean it's not Claire Danes. So here's my thing: like, I enjoy Tom Hiddleston as an actor, and I think he was good in like Thor. He showed that Loki can be like a dark but also playful character.
Yep.
Barbosa to me is my favorite character. Like, there's a scene where he just pitches his peg leg up on the side of the boat, on the ship, and just grabs on as it's like essentially going over like this huge fucking wave. And he's just such a badass. And I'm really not getting that from either Tom Hiddleston or Billy Crystal. But between the two of them, I think cosmetically, it would be easier to do to Billy Crystal what they've done to Barbosa.
Yeah.
Like, to really dress him into being a pirate. And, you know, there's an old saying that if a pirate is old, then you probably need to be wary of him because that's a profession where people die young. And I think Billy Crystal would suit that. So I'm going to say Billy Crystal. I love Billy Crystal because he's funny, but this time I want him to not be that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
in this case, you just want him to be something completely different.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you know what? I haven't talked to him recently, but I'm sure he's got the range. He could probably do it.
I have
I'll
no
send
doubt.
him a voice message on Instagram.
Yeah, please do.
Oh, all right. Well, that's the casting, guys. As I mentioned, I haven't done this before yet, but there was sort of a mention of maybe you would have wanted someone else, so I thought I'd give the opportunity for you two to, if you wanted to suggest a trade, you can go ahead.
No, I was more thinking, like swapping some of my picks, like in my own team.
Oh, like
So-
changing their positions.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah.
Like William H. Macy's your point guard, but
Yeah.
maybe he should be a forward. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'd switch Morpheus with Agent Smith. So Benicio del Toro with William H. Macy.
Okay.
Mm.
I will allow one switch. So Liam, if you wanted to do that, you can do that as well.
Yeah, I would like to switch William H. Macy off of Giuseppe's team. And I'm going to put Billy Crystal on the bench.
He's totally off.
Do you have a template for that?
No, I do not.
But otherwise, no, I'm very happy with my choices.
Okay.
All right.
Mm.
Cool. So let's recap for the people listening at home. Giuseppe's The Matrix has Bradley Cooper as Neo, Benicio del Toro,
Oh, sorry, what was that?
Benicio del Toro as Morpheus,
Yep.
Uma Thurman as Trinity, William H. Macy as Agent Smith, and Rosario Dawson as the Oracle.
In Recast the Past rules, can you make people older as well? Because, like, theoretically, Rosario is a great choice
Yeah.
if she was like twice her age.
Yeah. You can
Yeah.
make it older. That's fine.
Right?
That's fine. That's part of the rules. I mentioned it at the start. We
Yeah,
could
so
be
let's just put her in like one of those apps that makes you older. Like,
The-
idea
the
of
face
what
app.
That looks like.
that,
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
They'll
gives
just
off
shoot
your
everything through Snapchat.
And for Liam's movie, Pirates of the Caribbean: Dead Man's Chest, we have Nicolas Cage for Jack Sparrow,
Pick of the day. Pick
Ewan,
of the day by far.
Ewan McGregor as Will Turner, Liv Tyler as Elizabeth Swann, Billy Crystal as Barbosa.
Oof.
That's a yikes.
That's gonna be a fucking big yikes from me, dog.
I couldn't even deliver that without laughing. And Taika Waititi as Davy Jones.
Billy Crystal as Barbosa is the biggest stinker of a pick ever.
All right. Well, you shit on that, but as Matt and I discussed, Pirates of the Caribbean: Dead Man's Chest, he actually only appears in a very, very small tidbit at the end.
Yeah.
So his presence within the greater spread of the movie
Yep.
actually quite small.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still
So-
doesn't make it a bad,
so
good pick.
Eat that.
Yeah.
with,
it's,
your,
still a, it's still a shit ass pick.
with your mid-20s-year-old Oracle.
I'm still trying to picture Nicolas Cage as Jack Sparrow. All right. So,
Not the bees.
so, what we'll do is we'll take it in turns, and I will give you guys an opportunity to shit on each other's little bit further. Now, Giuseppe,
done it.
yeah,
Enough said.
all
Billy
right.
Crystal's Barbosa. That's all I
Okay.
need to say.
All right, that's all you want to say about that. Okay, Liam, have you want to shit on Giuseppe's The Matrix a little bit further?
I'm sure he does.
Yeah. William H. Macy looks homeless, and it shows him for someone who is a computer program of someone who is constantly looking good. Terrible. Bradley Cooper is possibly like one of the worst choices for Neo. Like, I'm picturing him as if he's in Silver Linings Playbook, and that's what you've got in The Matrix.
Who would you have picked for Neo?
For Neo?
Yeah.
Ewan McGregor,
Probably
he said it before.
I said Ewan McGregor, but I probably would have gone with Uma Thurman. Like,
You
I
would
actually,
have put her in there? Okay.
I would have gender bended the fuck out of it, because I just don't think that any of these guys would have been a good choice for Neo, but Uma Thurman could have done it
Yeah,
if
she
that
kicks
role was
ass.
written as a woman. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And then you would
Definitely.
make her fucking partner some useless douchebag off our list, like probably
Tom
Tom
Hiddleston.
Hiddleston, yeah. And then Morpheus, no one's even heard of this guy. He plays a dude who stutters in Star Wars. And then
Hey man, he stutters in real life, basically.
oh, really? That makes me feel bad now. Oh, it's power to him then. Like, you know, it's Star Wars. Like,
Piece of shit.
his character was completely useless, and they could have cut out that entire 30 minutes of movie. But outside of that, great choices. Meanwhile, Jack Sparrow, Nicolas Cage, easily pick of the day. Davy Jones, 100% on point. Can't fault Liv Tyler. Ewan McGregor's got range. And Barbosa, yeah, maybe it's not great. Maybe we've reimagined the character, make him less
It's
of a
terrible.
badass, more of like a light-hearted character.
This wouldn't even be like an Adam Sandler grade, like straight to Netflix film.
Like Nicolas Cage is doing now to pay off his debts.
Yeah, exactly. This would not hit the big screen at all.
No, it
Well,
definitely
you know what?
wouldn't.
A Goofy movie went straight to VHS, and that's in my top 3 Disney movies of all time.
Oh wow. Well, Liam jumped the gun there and said tried to sell his movie for everyone at home. So Giuseppe, do you want to take a moment to try and sell what's great about your casting?
Nah, it speaks for itself. Look at that lineup. Honestly, I couldn't spring my
Uma
own film.
Thurman.
Yeah.
Good actor.
Yeah. At least it's something.
Yeah.
So
Yours is just full of B grade actors. At least mine's got the pull power.
Yeah.
all right. So was there anyone out of the options that you're disappointed that you missed out on? Now that we're looking at it as a whole.
Yeah, to a degree. I think there's a home for Tom Hiddleston. Like, there's somewhere for him. He's good. Like, he's good to watch.
I probably would have put it maybe as Agent Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would have been a good call out, I reckon.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's got too much personality to a degree. Like, I get why you would have gravitated away from him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, I just didn't think he fit at all.
Yeah, didn't fit our two, but he's a good option in general.
Yeah.
I'd like to request that you put him in to the next draft for the next group of people.
Because you feel bad for him.
Yeah, because like he didn't do anything wrong.
No.
Yeah, Claire
He just
Danes.
got
I just don't know anything about Claire Danes. I can't even think of a single movie she's in.
Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, well, that's obviously a really good movie. Well, you know,
she was in.
sometimes for Claire Danes. She was against Liv Tyler, and I love her. She was in Lord of the Rings. What can I say?
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed the draft. I'll put it to the people to decide who won here. I'm not even going to voice because I don't really feel opinionated either side. To be honest,
yeah, they're both fucking terrible.
yeah, they really are.
I stand by my choices. I think they're pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Sure.
Look, the crystal pick's not great, but maybe I could make him that guy who's like friends with the dude who has the wooden eye, and he can be that guy instead.
And just make Barbosa completely CG.
the
Yeah,
dude. Wait,
yeah.
was the guy? Did you say parlay?
Yeah, that dude,
That
that
dude.
exact guy.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Well, I hope you guys had fun. It's a bit different from the format that you're used to.
was good.
It's
I enjoyed it.
yeah. I find it gets a lot of laughs out of it, so that's always good.
Mm.
So guys, do you want to just mention your podcast, or are you still
Oh,
calling
shit.
it? Are you still
Yeah.
calling it a podcast?
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, it's still a podcast. We just vary the type of stuff that we're doing at the moment because we're having some fun. To be honest, with cameras. So, yeah, look, you can listen to our podcast, Miscellameous. It's on all podcasting app services, and we're pretty infrequent, and it's sort of like few and far between when we drop episodes. But if you follow us on the socials, we'll also put up a bunch of videos there as well.
Yeah.
So be sure to go check that out. The video content that you've been putting up lately is quite good. You've got the
Thanks, man.
energy drink ones, which are hilarious.
Yeah, we do the standard YouTube blindfold challenge.
And
Except we're not insufferable. And and we do like wish.com shopping, and we try to apply that to our real life. So that's
Although-
always fun.
There might be extra delays on those things now.
Yeah, that's tough.
given recent events, yes, of course.
Yeah. We were doing a bike one, but we'll maybe postpone that one for a few more weeks.
Yeah. Sounds
Or
like
longer, who knows?
sounds like a good idea.
Let's
well,
nut this out over the.
it'll be on the internet now, so you'll have to hold up to whatever you say.
Sweet.
Because that's law.
All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for joining the show, and thank you very much for listening or watching if you're watching on YouTube. If you'd like to support the show, like, subscribe, follow, jump on the socials, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Just look for Recast the Past. And if you're feeling extra nice, you could do so. You could leave us a review. That would be awesome. That would be very helpful. And yeah, if...
It's literally the least you can do. What are you doing right now? You don't have to go anywhere.
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
give them a review.
Exactly. Or hit the like button, or drop a comment, or I don't know, like do nothing. I don't care.
Yeah.
Um,
Like you normally do, you sack of shit.
and yeah, you can also find my artwork on Instagram. Just look for Matt Combs. And thanks, guys, for listening, and thank you for joining. And I'll see you guys next week.
Bye.